Hey, it's Julie, the nursing tutor. I have two more problems that somebody on TikTok sent me, and so I want to do them right quick. You got this label, and it says protamine sulfate, 40 milligrams IV stat. How many milliliters will you give? So let's just stop there and work that. So look at this. You see, there's 5 mils in the whole bottle, and it's 50 milligrams per 5 milliliters. And they were sweet enough to break it down for you, 10 milligrams per 1 milliliter. And so this is going to be our dose order. You can use either one. We'll just use the most simplest one, 10 milligrams per 1 milliliter. So what he wants them to get is 40 milligrams. What we have in our hand is 10 milligrams for every 1 ml. And then we're going to do the math. 40 divided by 10 equals times 1, it'll be 4 milliliters equals 4 milliliters, which is right. And just remember, when you get here, if you forget what you're talking about, it's whatever you tacked onto this sucker hanging out there by himself. Okay, so he needs 4 milliliters. IV infusion should not exceed 5 milligrams per minute. We got 40 milligrams. So we're going to divide 40 by 5 because that's how many can go in 1 minute. We're giving them 40 milligrams. So it'll be 8 minutes. And we will pull up a stool, sit there if it's IV push. A minimum of 8 minutes. I'd probably, just tack 30 seconds in there because I could. Okay, and just so you know, protamine sulfate is the antidote to heparin. And the dose is based on the fact that, I thought this was cool, 1 milligram of protamine will inactivate 100 units of heparin. Isn't that cool? That's just a little trivia. Okay, so you like it. I know, calm down. Okay, here we go. So this is morphine. Morphine. And this bottle, the strength is 10 milligrams per 1 milliliter. All right? So the order is for morphine sulfate, 5 milligrams, IV Q3 hours, PRN. They don't use Q anymore. It means every, but I love that one. Okay, anyway. So the IV infusion should not exceed 10 milligrams in 4 minutes. We'll come back to that. Right now, he wants 5 milligrams. What we have is 10. So we're going to set up our problem. What he wants is 5 milligrams. What I have in my hand is 10 milligrams. I need to move that light. Per 1 ml. And we're going to do the math. The top number divided by the bottom number times whatever's right here. So we'll go 5 divided by 10 equals. We will give him 0.5 milliliters is how much we're going to have to draw out of this thing. And this says the IV, he wants him to get 5 milligrams. It says the IV infusion should not exceed 10 milligrams in 4 minutes. So how long are we going to, for how many minutes are you going to push it? And look, the dosage, what he wants over what you got will work for this. If he wants us to give 5 milligrams, and we know that 10 milligrams can be given over 4 minutes, it'll tell us how many minutes to give that one. What he wants them to give is 5, and we know that 10 milligrams can be given over 4 minutes, and so it would be 2 minutes. Isn't that cool? I'm telling you, what he wants over what you got. And so that's the answer. All right. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for sending these problems.